Maverick, don't get it dirty. straight to the game, huh?
And when these two
Good.
meet, the whole nation pays attention. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control emotions, I think, the wrong way, and who wins this one?
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Hires on the move. Working on the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Irvin. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Snap to the back. And the erasing collapse. Touchdown, They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be calling on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back, looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the 1st down and once more.
Did he get hurt?
34-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Oh, he got hurt.
There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Sooners line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the back. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the 3 of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL. We know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
It's obviously huge to make the catch, but give that receiver credit. Nice spatial awareness, knowing where he is on the field to make sure that he's in bounds when he secures the catch.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. The give to the tailback. Picks up the 1st round. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And guys, how many 1st downs is
Every
that?
week.
Just on this drive alone. I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got him still on his feet.
Score, man.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got him 1st and goal.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They'll run it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas. Followed
Wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. They got him in the end zone for a safety.
The fuck did just happen right there?
Lapse
The
of
fuck?
judgment to go back into his own end zone.
You could tell the defense smelled.
Yo.
They knew exactly where they were on the field. Put the pressure on
That
him,
was
got him
crazy.
down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The offense will have to use its first timeout in the half.
I don't even know what to say about that. That's crazy.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Slithers into space. Shoots his way for more. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up what he can and then slides.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
From the 47-yard line on first and 10. To the air on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Catch and strike inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Fox. They get him on rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put it together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting the quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. It's caught. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway.
Slapping D in the face.
Stop. Your feet up. You're just standing up.
I don't care. Keep your hands to yourself.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
What's the problem?
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Fox. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand.
Go for
The
it.
Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
This punter is such a weapon. Because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it down right side. Off and running. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it.
Illegal block in the back. That's crazy.
They had the
That's
explosive
crazy.
scoring.
Illegal
It's
block
all
on the
gone
back.
as that
Why?
penalty will take the touchdown off the board. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gets it out quickly. At the 35, he's open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Quick completion on the outside.
Score.
Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
This quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
They're going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Got his man on the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Running back searching for a hole. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Okay. Close the door.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try it over the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Fox. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Trying to take it back.
Dude, that's a late one.
That's it. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And this is blowout city. This offense is going up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the point after is good. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gee. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here we go. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Going right and going deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Buying some time. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
To the ground with the back. Crosses the 30, he's going. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm.
Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Fox. Fakes the grab on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Ooh, I thought he was going to that.
He's got him in the flat. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pick up a 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
To the 10. He's all the way down to the 3, and the electric run has him set up.
You're down, obviously, at the half. You had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most fit.
Into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Motion from the wide receiver. The inside handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Fox. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And the Sooners come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking for a deep man. Makes a grab on the shot. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. And trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front? Not
What are you trying to get,
lanes
Maverick?
run through. Nice job.
You're not
just
go
nullifying
to the
that run
bathroom.
altogether.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Hauls it in. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down.
What do you have? Okay. All right, go ahead.
The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. He might want another play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. On the run, still looking. Got his man. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves. They wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated all three phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
Finds a man on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Finds a tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Gets it inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, and they've got it close to goal. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with a coveted golden hat trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.